Hi, I'm Minh Anh.
Hi guys, I'm Trang Ngân.
Hi, I'm Minh Châu and we are Group 5. Today we feel so excited to share with you the book that we had read recently, Shakespeare, His Life and Play. Shakespeare. The author of Shakespeare, His Life and Play is Will Fuller. We will list out some of his outstanding events and give you the opinion about this book.
Next, we will move to the summary part. Mary Aiden, Shakespeare's mother, gave birth to him under the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. His father was a glove maker, and he had a happy childhood. In 1582, Shakespeare met Anne Hathaway and married her. Then 3 kids were born. After 2 or 3 years, he left the village and went to London. This had been the time that he became internationally acclaimed for his plays. Shakespeare stresses he can turn all others' ideas into his own words. He worked for the Earl of Southampton. After that, he joined the Burbage's theatre. Until 1594, the plague returned to London, claimed thousands of lives. To continue his career, Shakespeare must find a patron. After that, he joined the Burbage's theatre. Between 1594 and 1598, some of his famous plays were written, such as Richard II, Romeo and Juliet, or The Merry Wives of Windsor. Perhaps one of the biggest tragedies in Shakespeare's life was the death of his son, Hamlet. In 1603, James I was enthroned. Shakespeare wrote Macbeth during this time to please the new king. Shakespeare lived quietly in Stratford until 1616 and died a month later on 23rd April.
The lessons we've learned from these events is we must live towards the future. Don't let yourself drown in pain and mistakes in the past. Turn them into a reason for you to live a better life. Another thing that we love in all Shakespeare plays is he always spread out different points of view. For example, in Macbeth, he pointed out that the main character didn't always need to be good. Many characters were not the villain at first, but all the tragedies and unfairness lead them to it. The society can be so harsh that it keeps criticizing others, but never seems to notice about its own problem. And as people usually say, one crime leads to another. Lastly, Macbeth gave up on everything he has as an exchange to get powers and wealth. However, he soon realized that he got nothing as he grew older. Society back then only concentrated to the surface, like the audiences would honor the heroes and disgrace the villains. But Shakespeare thinks differently. Humans are naturally bad. But as the good origin collapses, people act brutally and start to deprave without even recognizing that they are destroying each other's life. At the end, people tend to lose everything they really want, which is admiration, love, or even their own family.
The most meaningful message that we learn after reading this book is never give up on your dream. Shakespeare isn't born with talents. He studied most of the things he knew back then by himself. It's clear that dramatics was not an easy job for him to do because Shakespeare must leave his whole family behind for years. It was the desire that kept his head up high and followed his dream without hesitation. Since this book is very recommendable, we genuinely hope that people can acquire something through it.